hotel has never made a profit. Things aren't looking great at the moment. And now, with spiraling disagreements, the family's legacy is in danger of... Come on in the room, come on in the room. We're going to take a little walk, talk for a few minutes. So what does this say? Hey, I'm Kara. What does my thing say? Coming in the room. Take your finger, tap on the screen as you come in. That'll help send this live out to more people. Uh-oh. Dropping the phone. We're going to walk and talk. And I'm probably going to be huffing and puffing up this hill, man. So, what y'all doing? Coming in the room, coming in the room. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh my gosh. Hey, I really do not feel like walking up this dang hill. And it's a little colder. Yesterday. But come on in the room. All right, let me get my camera together. What? My connection works. Anyway, come on in the room. Hi, everybody. Hey. Everybody on the outside looking in. All right. If you don't know me, my name is Kara. I'm a mama of 6. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a world traveler, and I'm teaching people digital marketing, but with a twist. So I noticed what happened to me recently. I was just trying to do too much. I had shiny object syndrome. Because if you're already doing digital marketing, or if you're a small content creator, there's so many amazing programs out here. Y'all, this still ain't nothing to play with. That it's easy to get not just sidetracked, but overwhelmed and burnt out because there's so many options, right? So I switched my focus to, instead of trying to do 2 or 3 programs, to just one. Oh my God, this hill. So I'm up here in the mountains of Virginia. Where I live in a ski resort. And so, yeah, there's a lot of hills. Oh my God. And I don't feel like walking today, but I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. So, let that be a lesson or an inspiration or whatever for you. Okay. Yes, I made it. To when you don't feel like doing stuff, you can still do it. You can try to catch my breath. You can see mountains in the background here. And it's just lovely up here. Normally, I would keep walking, flip my camera around, down this hill a little way more. And if you can see, it looks like the house is down in a gully. That's because at the end of that, there's another big hill. So, oh my God. But I made it. And that's the most important thing. So, put my camera back around. So, really just going to be on here for 25 minutes. I I would really love to walk further. But I'm telling you today, I'm just so freaking kind of worn out. And yesterday I did great, so I'm not beating myself up. This is your permission to give yourself some grace, when you're doing things and maybe you're doing too much, right? There's a car, people coming up to ski for the weekend. It's Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so of course, where better to come for a lot of people than a ski resort where you can get cozy by the fire together, maybe have some champagne. This is the time of year when a lot of people get married, get engaged, just do all types of romantic little lovey-dovey stuff. And so I think it's really cute. And all right, so what was I talking about? Oh, so I was talking about doing too much. Shiny object syndrome, when you have all these options in front of you. I'm specifically talking to new and overwhelmed digital marketers and small content creators, right? Because there's a million programs out here, right? And trying to figure out, of course, everybody tells you their program is better than the other program. And I will tell you from buying quite a few programs over the years, a lot of them, most of them have a lot of the same basic information, right? Because, why do I say that? Because the basics don't change, right? Like I've been able, like I said, I was a serial entrepreneur, so I've been able to create, successful businesses in different areas. I created a business from my bedroom, started in my bedroom, turned it into a multi-million-dollar corporation. It was not easy, but it wasn't the most difficult thing in the world either. The reason is because, so when you hear that, you think, man, this is all really, really hard. But a lot of it was having the right people in the right positions, but mainly the right systems. So recently I had found myself in this feeling of like overwhelmed, just trying to do too much. I was doing one program and then I added like 2 more programs to the repertoire, and I was like, you know what? This is too much. So me and my best friend ChatGPT came up with a plan. We made a nice little outline. I fleshed it out, made it into a good plan. And I called it 28 days in February. So yay. And it's basically like a reset, right? Like February is the shortest month. So you don't even have to be like, oh, I'm going to do this for 30 days. Hey, King Aaron, welcome in. Hey, Pharmacy, welcome in. So you don't even have to be like 30 days, because when you're feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, everything seems like a struggle. Even 30 days can feel like this big commitment, right? Well, of course, 30 days is not really that big a commitment, but when you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out already, hey, little GM18, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So when you're feeling burnt out and overwhelmed already, right, 15 days, 30 days, that seems like, it can seem like a lot. Like, man, 30 days, that's a big old struggle. So I came up with 28 days, did my thing with the ChatGPT. Hey, Elegante, welcome in. African Princess, welcome in. 28 days. And the whole point of it was to focus on one product, one program, and one message. So the program I decided to focus on is Digital Wealth Academy. platform. That's what it is. It's one program, one platform, and one message, right? So you don't have to be perfect. Obviously, if being perfect was a qualification, I would be disqualified because I, surprisingly enough, even to me, am not perfect, right? Hey, hey, Damien, welcome in, friend. Um, so I'm like, okay, let's focus on this one thing. Not all these other programs, not all these other platforms. Look out here, let me show y'all out here down the hill. So, like I said, I'm up here in the mountains where I live, and it's a ski resort. So, in the summer, you can't even hear the cars from the road. But, of course, you can hear the cars from the road now because all the trees are gone. Well, the trees are not gone. The trees are here. They're just not providing that sound barrier. But yeah, people going up to the mountain to go skiing and snowboarding and maybe just have a weekend and a spa day and all kinds of stuff. It's really lovely up here. But anyway, I'm not a spokesperson for the resort, but it is very nice where I live. And so, anyway, you can get really overwhelmed trying to do all the things, which is what I was trying to do, which is the whole point, right? So I know there's a lot, I'm not the only one, right? I know there's a lot of people that are struggling doing digital marketing, trying to be small content creators, whether you want to be a TikTok live host, TikTok live host. The reason I'm saying that is because they're doing a TikTok live host promotion. So they asked me if I would be in this promotion with them and just tell people really how easy and simple it is to go live. You just pick up your phone, push where the plus sign is at the bottom. You don't even used to need 1,000 followers. Now you can start from day one. Push the Okay, so to be a TikTok live host, I'm just going to say this part real quick because I forgot that I had agreed to do this challenge. It's not challenge, but promotion or whatever. Anyway, so to be a TikTok live host, it's really, really simple. You don't need a whole bunch of people. You don't need thousands and thousands of fans. Matter of fact, you don't even need to have 1,000 followers like you used to. You can start going live from day one. All you got to do is go to the bottom of your phone, right? Like where you're going to post. You hit that plus sign, scroll over, and then you're going to see where it says live. You just hit the live button and you go live. And right there somewhere, I think it should be something on my screen when I post this that says go live. Hit that go live button. Hit the go live button. Even if you just do it for a second, just hop on and be like, hey, this is my first time hitting the go live button. I just wanted to see what it was like. And I'm going to hop off and tell them your name and what you do and then get off. You don't even have to stay on long. But, of course, the longer you stay on, the better it is. But you don't have to stay on there for a long time and all that kind of stuff. All right, so that is my go live on TikTok. It's really simple. You can do this. And you know what? You can earn money. They have a challenge right now where you can earn $200 just going live on TikTok. Have y'all seen some of these lives? Honestly, if you've seen some of these lives, I've been on lives where people were just like sitting on the couch, eating and watching a TV show. I've actually done that a couple of times when I was getting burned out doing the digital marketing because I was overwhelmed. So I was really just phoning it in. I just turned on the phone, hit the live button, and we just sit there watching a TV show. Watching a TV show. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding, y'all. I really did that. Yep. So, hold on. Where's my little thingy? All right. So that is my plug. It's my commercial for go live on TikTok. Go, go, go. Hit the little button that says go live. Go on your screen, hit go live, and just talk. Talk for like 2 minutes, maybe, whatever. Just, hey, this is my first time going live. I was on this live with Kara, and she said for me to try to go live, and I did it. And now I'm off of here, and then click off. That's all you got to do, okay? Right? When you go to the top of the screen, when you're live, if you go to the top of the screen, there'll be a a button, and you'll see where it says in now. You just hit in now. It's a little circle. Hit it in now. You can do this. You can do this. I'm telling you, you can do it. And who knows? Maybe you'll be one of the people that gets $200 bucks, because they've got a big fund, like a couple $1 million, I believe, to give to creators, just to encourage other people to go live. So, all right, now that I said all of that, back to our regularly scheduled live. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. I was talking about I'm here to help overwhelmed, new, and burnt out digital marketers, right? Doesn't matter what type of digital product you have, what type of digital program you have. It doesn't matter if you're a small content creator, anything that you're doing online that you're feeling burnt out and overwhelmed, I'm here to help you with that. Why? Because we need simplicity. I was feeling burnt out and overwhelmed because I was trying to do too many programs in addition to the other things that I have going on, right? I told you I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom of 6, just had my first grandbaby. I was doing some other stuff offline. Plus, I have a credit repair business. And then I was like, oh, I should teach people how to do federal contracts like 101, because people were asking me, how do you get in the federal government? And I had some people kind of pushing me, like, you should do this federal and I'm like, I don't want to do it that way. So I was like, oh, I can create a simple little course. And I started doing that, and I was like, no, wait, you're doing too much, which is why you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed. So hopefully this will help somebody, because a lot of times you feel like you're not doing enough, when really, and this goes for business, but in life too, right? A lot of times you might feel like you're not doing enough, when actually you're doing too much. So you need to slow down. Do what I did, which is I created this program, and now instead of me trying to go live, for hours every single day of the week and posting a minimum of 3 pieces of content a day, and then I went even further, because I'm queen of the freaking overachievers, right? I decided, well, I'm going to go post on all of the platforms, right? So I'm on, got my 2 TikTok accounts. I actually have another one, but I just use that. That's like my little experimental account, which I'm doing, which is more so based on living a luxurious lifestyle, right? So that's more based on that. And so I don't really promote that one, but I promote this one, my Cara Ravel Scrittenton, which is my name. And my other TikTok that I promote on is called Team Pay Daily. And I'm probably going to change the name, because I think I'm going to change the website. But that's not today, because I'm not doing anything else. Remember, I told you I came up with this 28-day program. Hey, Rains, how are you? Welcome in, because I told y'all my whole goal is to stop doing too much. Stop doing too much. I had to go back to the basics. Even when somebody was asking me, like, so how did you create this multi-million-dollar corporation, right? Because it seems like that would be something really, really, really hard to do. And again, the reason that, yes, there was a lot of work that went into it, and I worked long hours, and I missed out on certain things, but it came down to having the right people and the right systems in place, and having a strategic plan. And I realized that's what I was missing. Check my silent sales, please. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah. I was like, okay, I just need a simple focus. I don't need to focus on everything. Shiny object syndrome is what got me into that place of feeling overwhelmed and burned out, to where I was like, when I say phoning it in, I'm telling y'all, I was phoning it in a couple of times. I just went live, turned on the little music joint, and I'm from Philly, so I say join, right? So turned on the little music joint, which join can mean anything. It could be a person, place, thing, anything, So I turned on the little music thing, and I just had the music playing, and I was literally just sitting there, people would come in, I'd be like, welcome, but I wasn't even having conversations. I wasn't even talking about anything. It became a thing where I have to go live. So let me just go live. And it was just like ticking the boxes, but not really adding the value that I wanted. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm the one that's complicating this. The plan is not complicated. The program is not complicated. When I tell you that 99% of these programs that are out here that you hear people promoting really do work, because a lot of them, the basic information doesn't change. Like I was saying, it's like when you go to school, right? So whenever people ask me for recommendations, I have a couple of people right now getting ready to go to college, and they're asking me about what should they study, because I tell everybody the same thing. Same thing I told all 6 of my kids and my niece that I helped raise. Study business. You can do whatever you want to do, but if you're not sure what you want to do, then go ahead and start with business, because everything at the end of the day is business, right? Whether you're selling rubber bands or rocket ships, medical supplies or milkshakes, right? You know, baby buggies or Bugattis, everything starts with business 101. The basics, the fundamentals never change. So most of the programs, the ones that I had gotten in, looked into, purchased. I mean, I purchased so much stuff over the years, but anyway, they're really good. They all work, but you are the common denominator in all of these programs, right? Some of them now, it's the thing is, it's the skill level in some of them, right? Some of them are not really super duper beginner friendly, and some of them are beginner friendly, and then they go up into advanced levels. And then, because you got to think about it, if I'm talking to someone who is just starting today, they have no idea, they've never done any of this, they just see things about digital marketing, and most of the time if they do, it's because they're searching online for ways to make money. So then the algorithms pick up that they want to make money online. Okay, so, but they have no clue what they're doing. I'm not going to be trying to convince them to buy the same program as somebody who's been doing this for maybe a year or 2 years or whatever, and they've had massive success. And when I mean massive success, I mean they've been able to make over $500,000 or over $1 million and all this stuff in the digital marketing space. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same program, right? So if I've already mastered it and I already know how to make millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, I don't need the entry level program. Now, I might want to resell that to someone else and help them with their entry level position, but that wouldn't be my position, right? So it all comes down to it's about you. What do you want? What are you doing? And so the reason I switched my focus to focusing on helping people that are new or that are overwhelmed or feeling burnt out in the digital marketing space is because the things that overwhelm people, especially if you're somebody like me, like if you're most of the people that I attract, like my girl right here, Reigns the Millionaire, we're high achieving people. Some of us are high achievers in the fact that we've been able to make a lot of money. Maybe we figured out something simple and we just kept doing that same process, right? And then we turned that into, millions of dollars. Some of us have been successful in being, influencers, right? Like people look up to you, whether or not it's on social media or whatever, people ask you for your advice. People respect your opinion, your family, your friends, your coworkers, whatever. These people respect you. So you have a lot of expectations that you put on yourself, right? Am I right? Because I know that's me. If that's you. If you're the same way, then put me in the comments, right? So I decided to take a step back and slow it down. And instead of going live 3 hours a day, because I can do that, because I can talk a lot. I love to talk. I love to get paid to do speaking and speak at different engagements and stuff like that. Like I really love public speaking. Okay. So I can talk for hours. So going live is not that big a deal to me because I like to talk and I genuinely like people. And so that's one thing. The other thing is that when you're a high achiever, you tend to put way more pressure on yourself, right, than anybody else ever will. So nobody will say, oh, well, you're not doing enough. You may be one of the people to hear that phrase, you're doing too much. Or when you're talking about the things that you want, they may say, oh, it don't take all that. When you're telling them about your $1 million vision, they may be like, oh, I don't want to make $1 million. I just want enough to be comfortable. Well, can I tell you that comfort is the enemy of success? Comfort literally is the enemy of success. Do you think, and I'm not telling you, I'm not saying it's wrong or right for people to want a lot of money or just want a little bit of money. But here's who I am. I'm a mom. Like I said, hey, if you don't know me, my name is Kara. I am a mom of 6. I'm a world traveler. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a digital marketer, a whole bunch of other fun and cool stuff. And I'm here to set people free. Free from the stress and the strife and the daily grind and the 9 to 5 and all of the things that drive you crazy. So maybe you're somebody who's just starting out. Maybe you've been in the digital space for a while, but you're really feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, and you're suffering from shiny object syndrome. And if you don't know what shiny object syndrome means, it just means everything that comes out, every new thing looks like this is going to be the thing, right? So then you drop one thing to go to the next thing. And then you drop that thing to go to the next thing. And you never really achieve that success at any one thing because every new thing is shiny, right? Like a shiny new toy, like little kids. We pick up one toy, we put down the old toy, pick up the new toy. So that's not saying never grow. The whole reason that I started with Legacy Builders program, I absolutely love Legacy Builders. And shout out to my DGC community. I love Legacy Builders. I have nothing but good things to say about the people in the program, the founder, all of that. But I goofed up and messed up my website. And then while I was doing Legacy Builders, the person that I was following as a mentor. Now, this is not MLM, so there's no uplines, downlines. You don't have to go trying to recruit your friends and family, accosting strangers in the parking lot and all of that stuff, right? I used to do Amway. What else did I do? Amway, Primerica. I was one of the top financial analysts in the country. So that business model at the time, now I know a lot of things have evolved and there's a lot of ways they do recruit online, but it's still the same thing. You still have to go find people. With digital marketing, when you're doing it the right way, people come to you. You don't have to go to them. And that is a beautiful thing, and I love it. Love it. So you don't have to keep chasing after these things. So I got in doing Legacy Builders. Then the person that was mentoring me, she wasn't my upline or anything. I didn't even purchase the program through her. She was somebody I had been following on TikTok, actually. And she got into another program, which was DWA, Digital Wealth Academy, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I know she's doing the dang thing. She's running up the money and the charts and all of this stuff. I'm going to follow her. Her personality really resonated with me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and do DWA too. Now, here's the part where that I didn't think about, where the shiny object syndrome and they're trying to do too many things at once came in. I didn't give consideration to the fact that the reason she wasn't switching programs, right? What she was doing was adding something else to what she was already doing. Here's the part that I missed, that I really didn't think about. She had already made over $100,000 and something in a short period of time inside Legacy Builders. So when she was adding another program, she wasn't trying to focus on Legacy and DWA. She was focused on the one thing at a time. She had already mastered a lot of the skills that she learned inside Legacy to be able to offer people another option. So you get the difference there? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, Well, I have people in my family that speak Spanish and friends and family that speak Spanish and that speak French. And they were always like, do you have something I can do? You have something I can do? I'm like, no, all the programs are in English. And I said, well, the program I'm doing is in English. So when I saw DWA, I was like, oh, cool, this is in Spanish. It's like 7 languages, maybe more, but at least 7 different languages. So I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I have something to offer these other people, number one. Number two, they're not competing programs. Like, you will not hear me say, oh, well, this program is better than that program necessarily. I will say it's better for this thing, or it's better. This is one way that it has more, or I like what's inside here that offers this specific thing, right? So that kind of thing. But like I said, I really believe 99% of these programs out here that you see a lot of people doing, actually, the programs are good. They're good. They all fit different lifestyles, different places where you are in your journey. So I'm sticking right now, one platform, one program, one mission. Here's the program, DWA, Digital Wealth Academy. The platform right here on TikTok. The message, simplify, simplify, simplify. Stop doing too damn much. Cut it out. Stop scattering your energies. This is the way, and like I said, I had to go back to what worked before. This is the way that I built a multi-million-dollar corporation, is that I focused, there went my motion light. Let me go. Okay, so there we go. Back to now my light's back on. Okay, so I'm up here in the mountains of Virginia. I told you I live up here at a ski resort. I have to remember, I wasn't focused on 1,000 different things when I built that first. Well, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 5. So I had built other businesses before that, did other entrepreneurial things before that. But this was like a big thing that I did. And then started in the bedroom. In less than 3 years, we had made over $1 million, and then kept going up and up and up from there. And so, yeah, so it was cool. But I had to remember, okay, what did I do? I kept it simple. I didn't overwhelm myself trying to do everything at one time. I had the right people in the right positions, and then I had the right systems. So right now I'm the person in all the positions, but I have other people in the positions, which are the people inside of the program that are doing the trainings, right? So I've got people in the programs. If I decide at some point I want to outsource a piece here and a piece there, I can do that. Why? Because it's my business. Even though I didn't create the product, I'm able to market it. So the program is $4.97, right? Every time someone purchases a product, so it's not, again, no MLM, nobody gets the money. I'm doing affiliate marketing in this particular program. I get 85%, the company gets 15%. Why? Because they're keeping the websites updated, they're adding more trainings, and the person who created the program simply just deserves to get some of the money. So all this other stuff that you hear about, well, because people don't want to play nice, and that's why people are going to, maybe that's true, but the number one reason is you got in the business to make money. Whether you want to make $100, $100,000, or $1 million, or $1 billion, you have a reason for going. So I'm here to help my overwhelm and my new digital marketers to get unstuck so that you can move on and you can build the life and the business and everything else that you want. That's it. That's it. All right, y'all. So I'm off of here because of my 28-day program. Instead of trying to do all the things, instead of posting 3 pieces of content, going live for an hour every day. What's the other thing? Doing some, I'm not doing it. I post 1 time a day, more if I choose to. I'm only posting on one platform instead of what I was doing before, right? Which was TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I literally was doing that, you guys. I kid you not. And then also going live on those platforms as well. So that was just too much. So I'm focused on one product, one platform, one message. So let's simplify. Let's win together. In my system that I have, I only post once a day, repost if I choose, go live 3 to 5 times a week. I don't go live every day anymore, just a little. So I feel like going live 3 to 5 times a week for 20 to 45 minutes. Now, TikTok has a sweet spot when you go live, and that sweet spot is 25 minutes. So here's an easy trick for all of you that want to go live, is to set your timer on your phone for 30 minutes. That way you know that you're going to hit your 25-minute mark to when TikTok starts pushing your lives out to more and more people. So that's just a little trick. Tip for y'all. Thank you. You're welcome. And so if you haven't done your daily heart me, go ahead and do your daily heart me before we hop off here. If you want information on what I'm doing, you can, hit the you know what and my you know where. Now, they don't like you to say the word that rhymes with Gaio, and they also don't like you to say the word that rhymes with pink, but y'all know where to do and where to go. Or just DM me and say info. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you. And again, simplify, simplify, simplify. Ciao for now. Have a great